Hey y'all, it's been a little second. I am happy to be here. I'm happy to be back. We're gonna do a quick little tarot reading. Nothing crazy, nothing major, just something collective. We're in eclipse season, so we need to fill out the vibes, okay? All right. Let's see what we got going. All right, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, only those who have our highest good in mind, only our highest good. Tell me what we need to know about the collective. What do we need to know? What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? Okay. The first one out is the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant lets me know that commitments are, I want to say being made. Commitments are the focus. Okay. All right, give me a little bit more. Okay. Next out, we've got the Sun. Okay, so for some of us, I feel like we're revitalizing commitments. So for some of us, we're going back to school. For some of us, we are finding new, rekindling love, rekindling relationships. For some of us, I also feels like this is recommitting back to ourselves, finding that spark in life again. And I think that this is super appropriate for Leo season at the time of this recording, obviously, but I also feel like this is something that can be timeless in a way that makes you feel like you owe yourself more than you used to. You feel differently. Your approach to yourself is different than it has been in a long time. Okay. Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune confirms that for us. So the Wheel of Fortune really tells us that tables are turning, times are changing, things are changing, our perspective is changing. Some of us are gaining a new education. So with that, we have different insight, different perspective. I also feel like some of us have to be mindful of what it is that we're consuming. Some of us are consuming so much that it is propelling us forward, but we're having a hard time discerning what we should be actually holding on to and what we should be utilizing to what we should be holding on to, what we should be utilizing to push us forward, and what we should be disregarding. Okay, so we're gonna get one more for the overall energy of this collective read. Okay, all right, and the overall energy is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so this Knight of Swords as the overall energy really kind of lets me know that this is a no BS era. We're in this transitional period where we have no choice but to make things shake. We have to make things move in a way that we maybe weren't willing to before. We have to be willing to get uncomfortable. We have to be willing to even look at ourselves differently and understand that the limitations that we have put on ourselves are no longer applicable. Yeah, they just don't resonate with us anymore. I also think it's important to say, with the Knight of Swords being the overall energy, this is very significant in understanding that we cannot hold on to the things that are no longer serving us. And I feel this so strongly, so strongly. Okay, so we have to be confident in trimming the fat. Cut off things that no longer serve you. And I mean people, I mean habits, I mean ways of thinking. We have to get extremely disciplined. I'm talking Saturn level discipline to really see these things into fruition. And don't allow your emotions, your anxieties, and your fears to perpetuate a reality that you're not trying to create. Okay, so when you feel called to let something go, or my favorite thing is when something starts to cause me confusion, it's time to let it go. And I don't mean, okay, so life naturally can be confusing, yes. But if a person's energy, if their purpose, if a habit's energy or its root, if these things start to become confusing, it's probably because it's time to let it go. It no longer resonates with your spirit. Okay, because either you're not thinking about it at all, which means there's no confusion there, or you completely understand its purpose and its place. Again, no confusion. So the moment you start feeling confusion about something, let that be a red flag to do further investigating. Okay, This is the season to cut off things that are no longer serving you. People, places, things, habits, ways of thinking, all of that, okay? So I'll get something to clarify this, but I feel like this is pretty straightforward in terms of what the message is. I feel like some of us are taking destiny into our own hands. Like we're finally deciding to do the thing, whether it be making the commitment to ourselves, whether it be making the commitment to a person, whether it be making a commitment to some type of profession, or academically or professionally. This is something that we have to use our discernment for. We brought up discernment a second ago, and I feel like discernment is essential here. Some of us are finding that we have options, we have opportunities, we have things just kind of being thrown at us. And I feel like a lot of us are being tested in a way that is going to challenge how we navigate things, both emotionally and logically. Hold on, let's get into it. All right, the Knight of Swords. Please tell me more about the overall energy. Okay, yes. The Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles is very applicable energy here, especially as the overall. We're looking for stability independently. We're not looking to rely on anything else. We're looking to really reap what we've sown, okay? But what do they say? They say the nice guys finish last. And I feel that energy with this Nine of Pentacles. This Nine of Pentacles is light. It's fun. It's the hard work isn't done, but it's time for us to start enjoying the fruits of our labor. You've put in so much work, and I feel like some of you have kind of detached from the amounts of work that you have put in. So now something old is becoming new again. Something old is becoming new again. That's something to hold on to. This is earth energy for sure, but it's clarifying air energy. So I feel like old ideas could be also resurfacing, and it's time for you to take flight. It's time for you to actually give these ideas the forward motion that they need. You can't just continue to fantasize and hypothesize about what could be, what could go wrong, what could go right, what are the possibilities. It's time to just get out there and get it done. All right, let's clarify the Hierophant. Okay, we've got the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this lets me know that we need to be relying on our community. We need to be relying on also what we know. We need to be relying on our spiritual team, our spiritual gifts. This is something that is bigger than us. The purpose of it all is bigger than us. And it's not about, it's not as shallow as what's happening here physically, right? This feels, what I'm even seeing and what I'm feeling is like something energetic and kind of majestic, like it's a ripple effect, right? It's like throwing a pebble in a pond and it having some sort of ripple effect. This is about that. I think some of you are also going to be building a team, is what I'm feeling, especially with, because this is clarifying the Hierophant. Okay, so with this clarification, it also feels like there may be some ways, definitely some marriage going on here. And congratulations to those of you that applies to. But this feels like finding a sense of belonging as well. Finding a community, whether it be academic, professional, or spiritual. There's going to be some sort of community that you can pour yourself into and get that right back. That's really powerful. And I feel like this Phoenix, the Sun card, really kind of emphasizes that. The full cup, the joy, the overcoming. Because something just tells me that there has been quite a bit of challenge here, whether it has been with your health, whether it has been with your headspace, or whether it has been in your physical reality. There have been challenges that have been a bit discouraging, but I don't want you to get overwhelmed or lost in the emotion of that. Getting overwhelmed can be natural if you don't know what's next, if you don't have a positive direction, if everything isn't laid out in front of you logically. This is where faith applies. Regardless of what you believe in, this is exactly where faith comes in having a knowing that regardless of whether or not you fully know or fully understand what's next, what's coming next is what's best for you. Your next move is your best move. Oh, okay. Let's clarify the Sun. Not that we really need to. This is so divine. Okay, so the Hierophant came out to clarify the sun. Yeah, this is revitalizing of something that we've already decided on. And there's a little bit of back and forth. I feel a little bit of indecisiveness underlying in the energy, but that's only because we're lacking confidence. We're lacking the gumption. We feel like this is a fictitious idea or something that is going to be extremely hard to obtain, when the reality is, when you decide, when you decide, the cards align. That's funny. Okay, last one, and we're gonna wrap this up because I feel like this is a very straightforward reading. All right, let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune, please, spirit guides, ancestors. All right, the Lovers. So I felt that someone is getting married or getting engaged or getting in union. Okay, divine unions, absolutely. I also feel like this is interesting. Maybe we're finding a new bestie. Okay, within community, within the belonging, right? We're finding reflections. We're finding positive reflections. Things are being revitalized. And this may come from such an unorthodox place or unfamiliar place or seemingly random place, but I do feel like there is something here that is divine, something here that is meant to be taken and enjoyed. Okay, and it's very loud. There's no need to don't worry about the trajectory. Don't worry about, oh, how long is this gonna last? Is this gonna be? Don't let your fears and anxieties control your joy. Ooh, this is big. So with this feeling, I don't know, I'm just getting excited about this. This is romantic for some of you, but for others of you, I feel like there's just this reflection that is going to come into your life, be it metaphorical or an actual person that reflects your energy so positively. You just have to stay open, because this is not going to happen in a way that is predictable. So what you're used to is not the way that this is going to be ushered in. So sometimes you have to put yourself in positions that may seem uncomfortable, that may seem challenging, that may seem unusual. And not all of this is bad. Not all of the difference is bad. Most of the difference in this next season is going to be a good difference. It may be an uncomfortable difference. It may even be a challenging difference, but it's not going to be a bad difference. Okay? All of this is something that you've been working hard to manifest behind the scenes, and something about the last 9 years. Something significant about the last 9 years. Okay? All right, collective. I'm not going to drag this out because I feel like it's very straightforward. Okay? I'm here if you need me. I will leave all of my information in the description box below for how you can contact me and book your own readings. This is major. Use this eclipse energy to start a new cycle. It's time to start a brand new cycle. And that Wheel of Fortune is also telling us that, okay? It's time to start something new. Something old becomes new. And that is a major theme. Rewatch this a couple of times if you feel like you really need to grasp all of the ideas that I just threw at you, because it was a bit much. And if you're in the dark right now, please understand that it is very, very temporary. And it's levels to this, okay? It is levels to this. And what you have been manifesting over the last 9 years is going to slowly but surely start to peek its head out. I'm seeing like a sprout, like a garden. You're finally getting that little sprout. Nurture that. Even if it doesn't immediately turn into something gigantic, have faith that eventually it'll be exactly what you always envisioned. Okay? Take your time. Enjoy the process. Until next time.